think?
I love this shit. Like you mentioned, yes, she can be this sort of utility mage who gives up the Chop ER and IKL a second time today at the last match. Right now, Blam, we have Dominator on the blue team, Loops on the red team as they duke out in game 1 of this last series of the day.
Last series of the day, so this is about as the much action as you're going to get for today, but don't worry, obviously we'll be back tomorrow for some more. But right now, eyes are on the prize here. Dominator Esports against Loops.
Right now, same thing that we saw just now. They are prioritizing the clear onto the early immediately, looking for the invade towards TNX jungle here. ABH steals away the board, but all is good as long as you have the buff. Hang on though, they're countering this blue buff.
Yeah, countering the blue buff could be troublesome here, as obviously Luna is very dependent onto the Azure Golem. They're able to get it. It goes over the Vento, so already venting some frustration onto the side of Dominator Esports.
That is very painful for Luna's tempo. As we mentioned from time to time, if you're a Luna, your assassin jungle, you gotta get these Azure Golems for the CD, for the mana. But now, you lose out the Azure Golem, you lose out the level 4 as well. You are nothing compared to a minion as of this point.
Exactly. I mean, that's an unfortunate part of Luna's kit, right? She can be dominant, but if you don't give over the Azure Golem, it can cause some issues for you.
And this is what we talk about pre-game plan, right? This means Loops came in prepared like, hey, we know TNX loves the Luna here, so we play around this pick, we plan around this game plan, and that immediately spawning out Luna in the Crimson, making sure that he stays at the Crimson, and the Loops entirely getting mid-wave and countering this blue buff immediately.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this time and time again, right? When a team puts pressure onto their enemies, it depends on how they react. If they don't answer to it or don't react in kindly, it can be an unfortunate turn of events for their enemies. Whereas Loops right now seem to be dictating the pace, right? Like you were saying, they're looking for the intel onto the Luna. They're looking to keep her locked into
Luna as possible. So she hits a power spike ASAP and she gets to dominate the mid to late stages. But for now, this Luna will get outskilled and will be countered by the early, so she needs to be able to secure her own tempo as long as this upcoming 10 minutes.
Secure her own tempo, secure her own buffs is the name of the game right now for the side of Dominator Esports, but we are going to get into that 4-minute mark very soon. Obviously, we've not seen many clashes so far, Sagi, so I can imagine we are about to see some. I can feel it brewing, I can feel it in my bones. We're just looking for priority in the mid and to the bot side of the map here. Obviously, a little bit of rotation from Sure to the early, trying to get a little bit of a easier way within these matchups.
So this is like a usual SOP that we've seen so far from these jungle assassins, right? For jungle assassins, it's never about these neutral objectives. It's always about securing your own buff like the Luna. Imagine if they fail a fight here and they don't get the tyrant and they lose the fight, the entire jungle will be loose out. So this is a smart attempt here, a smart gameplay here coming in from Dominator. Notice the fact that, hey, we're weaker now, so give us some time. Let TNX on this Luna scale up first.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to be ignoring these fights, but I mean, there it is, the Unbridled Outburst means that the first blood is going to be first served to Aham in the DMT, as well as a T1 takedown. This is already that pop-up moment I was feeling in my bones, Sagi.
That was beautiful engage coming in from Jero and L here. Immediately notice the fact that, hey, we can catch them, but right now, Freeze gets catched out.
Just doing a little bit of damage, making sure they just go back to their base while they just claim priority into this mid lane, top lane.
Ooh, so much pressure coming in from one Luna and Charlotte here. As we mentioned again, right, Guiyu on this Charlotte, it scales extremely well, but hang on, L gets caught out.
Well, obviously he doesn't have the Unbridled Outburst. Doesn't mean that he can have that second wind, an extra bit of health and shield come through for the Zhang Fei.
A little bit over misstep here, but still healthy goalie towards the side of Dominator here. Let's look at the goal chart real quick. As look at TNX. Losing that Azure Golem, no problem. He still rocks that 1,000 goalie over ABH onto the Augur here as they look for engage towards the mid lane.
Yeah, a bit of a bash. I mean, ABH looking pretty low there, thanks to obviously Chano's damage as well as TNX onto the Luna. He's got to be careful though. One has to expand the flash. Oh, soaring shot from Aham. Gets the kill. Takedown once more for DMT.
Aham sees it. Aham shoots it. He gets it. And right now, Dominator, Clash Lane gets the priority. They move strong as they look at this mid tower. Because, Loops, you have no wave clear.
So you've got no wave clear and you've got no T1s. That is a T1 takedown into the mid lane. This is going to cause some trouble here for Loops Esports. We were saying earlier they were being a little bit of aggressive by taking the enemy's minor jungle camps, trying to check out where TNX was, but they didn't really do anything with that intel. They weren't really punishing DMT. They couldn't actually do anything because they needed to wait for obviously the Doomsday to come through for Vento, and at that point it's already showing that DMT is like, right, okay, we need to bring the pain to them.
And look at the format engage coming from the side of the EMT here. The Uprider Uppers lands onto 2. Luna immediately dashes in, gets the kill, and immediately evacuates right now. They don't secure the red buff, but they get a kill and they retreat.
They retreat as well. I mean, the Uprider Uppers actually landed onto about 3 of the side of Loops Esports there, so they're able to actually stun a lot and actually dictate the pace of that team fight for themselves, which is definitely troublesome for them. The damage dealt coming through here. Crucial kill theft for the Overlord in this game number 1. So Loops is saying, hey, throw the punches. We're still not going down.
Vento coming in clean with that steal here. Okay, TNX, you saved the smite, but hey, Vento comes in, swoops it, and he gets out cleanly. But hey, 2.5k goal lead here on the side of Dominator Esports here. We still have yet to see Vento scale into fruition onto this early.
Yeah, I mean, right now, it's all down to Freaks and 1 as they try to put a bit of a defense here into the T2 up into the Clash lane. However, they're able to do so, right? They're not too far behind in terms of the gold, around about that 2k gold behind, which isn't going to be a problem for them as long as they play a little bit more reactive here, try and get some more pickups. Vento into the brush here. He's trying to use the Power Assault to be a little bit aggressive. We are getting the pull. TNX goes down, and there's still going to be a few more trades here. Joe also going down, but they get a 3-1 for Loops at this point. This could spell trouble.
That was trouble indeed because TNX made a crucial mistake. One with the Silk Imprint landed perfectly on TNX New Moon Dash. Right now, the jungle of Dominator is on fire as the side of Loops, they steal wave camps, they look for the mid tower right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to do, right? When you've got a positive trade going into your team, you want to make sure that you're not just running away saying, hey guys, we got 3 of the enemy team. You want to make sure you get in their buffs. You want to be making sure you get any kind of resources that are up in the moment and just putting yourself ahead, right? So, I mean, we were talking about 2k gold ahead just a few moments ago. We're now looking around about 1k.
Ooh, this is the beauty of early, right, Blam? Like, imagine. This pick, so good in countering the likes of Illuna. So much peel, so much mobility, and hang on, though, Gui here might be caught up by the alley.
Gotta be careful. I mean, he's able to dash out of there, so very high mobile, but it is going to be the lockdown of Mano Fraser onto the Dire Deer. 2v1 is not the situation you want to be in when AVH is funneling the rest of DMT. It's keeping him away from Vento, from Mano Fraser, but they're looking to get some more. TNX gets taken down. Loops are hyped from A7's recent victory, and they're looking to go for more.
Man, once again, this man lands the Silk Imprint onto TNX, the crucial member of Dominator's lineup, immediately making him invalid in this team. And hang on, though, Vento once again goes for the engage onto Gerald.
Go for the engage onto Joel, just making sure he put in a little bit of a stop in their tracks, right? He's making sure that his presence is being felt, but honestly, they're getting the kills, but in terms of obviously the lane priority, they haven't really paid back Dominator just yet, so that's what I'm worried about here, Sagi.
That will take a bit of time, but just look at the damage dealt here. Vento on that early. 52,000 damage dealt already here. This drop onto Vento onto this early pick, he's paying dividends.
He's paying dividends indeed. I mean, look at that, like 7.1k. He's only ahead by about 600 gold, but it's definitely the difference maker he's having right now. He has the Doomsday, which is the early game spike for the early. Eternity Blade, the Bullets, the Shadow Ripper as well. A lot of crit coming through already. No, Bright Light Burst only hitting onto Mano Fraser, but it's going to be enough here for the side of DMT. The setup for TNX wasn't the greatest, but Vento going in, doing a lot of damage onto the Shadow. He gets the takedown. Once again, a Loop setting up the first Shadow objective within this best of 3. More damage, more resources, funneling over to Vento.
Vento is slick on this early. So much pressure. Look at him, another kill onto
He's
Gerald.
not scared at all. He's just like, you know what? I'm in the brush. I'm going to go for it. He sees that gold in sight, and he just takes them down. He's just looking for everything that he can get.
This man is so slick on this early, man. He single-handedly took down Alhem in that team by securing the lead for the Tyrant. Immediately goes for the assassination onto Joe, knowing for the fact that he has no ultimate. And look at that.
Bit of a fight on two fronts here. Obviously, we do see Freaks into the backlines to get the denial onto TNX. We saw a little bit of a 1v1 there. Conductor of Souls was enough to keep ABH alive. I don't even think ABH has fallen yet at this point in the game.
Dominator, you gotta chill a bit first because TNX here, he's kind of ruining his own rhythm here. Just look at the gold lead that's being built by this early 9.4 thousand here. Whatever the Luna or the Alhem had in the early game, it has been mitigated already, and right now, Vento is on top in the gold board.
Vento's on top. I mean, it seems moments ago we was only talking about 600 gold lead, right? But now he's definitely getting ahead with about 1k. Still doing a lot of damage onto L. This Zhangfei is chunking the damage, but they are making sure work of him on the side of Loops.
Exactly, and look at it right now. Like you mentioned, momentarily it was a goal lead towards Dominator, but hang on, another pull!
The unending sorrow is going to be the thing that keeps Gel alive this time.
Yeah, burning the unending sorrow, but that's an ultimate. One on this Shi. It's just another spell that he has to wait for a cooldown. Vento here picking up the Daybreaker already. There is no time to realistically absorb the damage from Vento.
Not realistically. I mean, we obviously got the Zhangfei. We really are hoping that the Unbridled Outburst comes through. He's able to time it correctly. But honestly, in terms of control of Loops within this game, he's not had the brightest in terms of Unbridled Outbursts.
I gotta agree. He has to step up to really find an opportunity here. Flash being forced out on the side of one. Both teams wants to control this river.
Oh no, TNX gets a little bit too deep. He's not able to do enough damage and actually pays with his life. Guai Yu going in.
Vento!
CT immunity, but Vento into the backline thanks to the Metal Freezer setup. Gets the kill onto him. Gets the kill onto Guai Yu and are looking to get some turrets in this game.
Beautiful play and flank coming in out of Vento. Autumn Storm to leave behind the battlefield. Immediately, Lifesteal comes in, full HP, blinks in, cleans up all the members of Dominator Esports.
Absolutely cleans up, right? I mean, bringing it down. We are going to be looking at the takedowns within these turrets as well. T2 gets taken down here. T1 making sure work. So we were on about Loops. Yes, they're getting these team fights, but they're not doing anything with it. But it was just all the right time, as now Loops take the T1 in the mid lane, take the T2 as well.
Monstrous early coming in from Chalk BR's Loops Vento here. This man is coming up huge in this important series, this game one. If they win this, what a momentum shift.
What a momentum shift indeed, right? I mean, DMT, I don't feel like they've had the strongest foot in yet, right? I mean, yes, they're able to get those early turrets, but look, the T2s have been standing for at least a good 7 to 8 minutes, so they haven't actually done anything or progressed any further within this fight.
For me, Loops really did a very good job. They controlled TNX, making sure that if they respect this Luna, it was out of ignorance of so much counters available in the pool, right? Yeah. Right now, TNX goes in once again, gets locked down once again!
Yep, TNX does get run down. I mean, this is the problem, right? He picked it in the ultimate battle within the IKL, and it did not give him the resources he needed and the results. And right now in this game number one, it's looking like it's not doing him any favors, unfortunately, because Loops have their number. They have such a strong front line on ABH, not contested on the Orgrim.
4v5 right now, Vanguards are crashing onto the turrets. 2 tier 3 goes down, and right now an Overlord is slowly marching.
Marching onto the minions right now. We do have a last defense here for the side of DMT. The Unbridled Outburst is going to add a bit of a flavor onto that as well. Vento looking pretty low. He doesn't want to be the first to fall. L goes down. TNX is well also down. And game number one goes to Loops.
Loops plays so darn well in game one. The execution on that game one, the level 1 planning, top side getting priority, mid side getting priority, invading the jungle, making sure that TNX loses the tempo for level 4.